everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. With that, it's time to crown the champion of the NFC, and to call the action, we send it to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams will say, well, I'll worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
They're going to look to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And an alley to run. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff here to his running back. get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Let's go! 319! 319! Leopard! Leopard! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
All right, here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. 319! Back up to now, Barney, Barney! All right, here we go. 319, over!
They'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So a very good start, but don't go get those Super Bowl T-shirts left. Still the early going here.
Yeah, I wonder if they're even printing them at this stage of the game, right? Do you wait a little longer before you say which one you're going to do? Good advice, Brandon. Make sure you know there's a lot of game left, but a good start.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Yeah, I think the blitz there really disrupted the draw.
Yeah, and it's usually when you catch them in a blitz, the draw works pretty well. If you're the offensive coordinator right now, that's visor throwing time, isn't it? Because that's supposed to work in a big way.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. To throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Needed 16. They got 17 on third down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And a give this time to the tailback. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 41-yard line.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right at the 20. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open space inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
A big play there for Philly. 56 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. Back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now a handoff here to his running back. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 3-yard line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And the offense in a great spot. It's first and goal from the 3. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
And they will line up now for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it here. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And so often, Charles, we talk about, from the offense's perspective, what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
He'll look to throw. And he connects with Ebron. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll look to throw here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Let's go!
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll rifle this one deep right. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be marked down deep in Detroit territory. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go as we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now, as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
All right, here we go.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Escapes, and now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And he's got some space here. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Lions. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And to give this time to the tailback. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. A handoff as they run the counter play. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Sidesteps him at the 35. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. Kicks away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And an alley to run, twisting away. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yours.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. 2nd down now after the incompletion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from tilting the rock that much.
They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, you know, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better. Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be knocked down sideways, right near the 27. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here we go with 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing. Watch it now, Arnie.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play.
All right, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit. Over, 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 over. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Eagles have recovered. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.